How do you choose the perfect mace for you if you're just beginning your mace journey? Now, I start most of my clients on a 4-kilo mace. Now, for my American friends, 4 kilos is roughly just under 9 pounds. So that is a 4-kilo mace. I personally still use the 4-kilo mace, especially when I'm doing the mace flows, okay? It is a really good way to start just to practicing the movements. However, if you think that you are already strong, if you know you are already strong, you might need a heavier mace for the strength training sessions. So even if you're strong, super fit, you've been working out for a long time, still start the flows with a 4-kilo mace, or roughly about 9-10 pound mace. I had a look on the internet, and in Northern America, the mace weights that are available are either quite light or then they start at 10 pounds. I think you will be okay with the 10 pounds for the mace flows. However, you can still start the strength training with a nice light mace, but you might need to get yourself a heavier one for the strength training. So I personally have been training with mace for about 3 years, and I've been training with 6-kilo mace, which is roughly about 15 pounds for about a year now. So please know that going up 1 kilogram or 2 pounds on a mace is not the same as going up 1 or 2 kilograms, or the equivalent in pounds, in with dumbbells and barbells. It is not the same. It will feel distinctly different. You will feel every single kilo, every single couple of pounds, because remember that you're doing, you're swinging the mace around the body, or movements where you are just holding the mace in a quite uncomfortable position, okay? Here, it is really wise just to start with a light mace, see how you feel inside the program, see how your body is coping, because the one thing you really want to avoid is injuries, because you just overloaded your body with a bit much, okay? And also remember that you don't only have to increase the loading of the program by going up in weight, you also will be going up in complexity, because I'm coaching you many different versions of each movement. If you only have a light mace and some of the simpler movements have become too easy for you, then instead of buying a heavier mace, which you totally still can do, you can also increase the complexity of the movement, okay? And then you can go to the very top, to the most complex movement or most advanced movement that I will teach you. And then when you are upgrading into heavier mace, maybe a few months down the road or a few years, that's okay, then I urge you to go back to the basics with the heavier mace, okay? That's how it works. If you upgrade in weight, you need to go back to the beginnings and just get your body used to swinging and handling a new weight in the more simpler movements, okay? So this is a rough guide. Remember that you have, I have put a whole bunch of links of where you can buy high quality mace. And obviously the weights will vary in different countries. In New Zealand or in Australia, they usually go up a couple of kilos. So you can get 4, 6, 8, 10 kilo maces. In the States, I know they go up by kind of 5 pounds roughly. So about kind of, I think I saw some 6 pounds, 10 pounds, and then 15 pounds. So my suggestion will be to start conservatively on the lighter side. Remember, if you've never handled mace before, you want to really build the basics and let your body get used to this very unique type of training, functional training, before you start progressing in weight. If you have any questions about buying your first or second mace, then just reach out. I'm happy to help. A lot of my clients have purchased maces. I have been purchasing maces for years as well. So you want to get it right. Definitely don't want to go too heavy. But if you need additional support and you have questions, you can ask on the monthly live coaching classes, or you can just ask me inside the Facebook group or message me privately.